You are looking at a geographic anomaly. This mountain lacks the vertical scale of an alpine giant, yet it delivers a disproportionately massive visual impact. This is Stac Pollaidh. Located 30 minutes north of Ullapool in the Northwest Highlands, it tops out at 612 meters. That classifies it as a gram, a Scottish hill between 610 and 762 meters high. This chart plots time against visual reward. Most world-class expedition views sit on the right, requiring days of trekking. But Stac Pollaidh sits in the extreme upper left quadrant, delivering those same expedition-grade views for just a 3-hour time investment. That efficiency creates a problem. The short time commitment tricks visitors into assuming the path is a casual tourist stroll. In reality, that accessible lower path is hiding a severe mountaineering choice waiting at the very top. Mastering Stac Pollaidh doesn't require extreme physical endurance. It requires knowing where your personal skill safely intersects with the mountain's dangerous upper geometry. To understand that geometry, look at the surrounding Assynt region. It is a vast, loch-splattered wilderness where isolated peaks rise suddenly from flat moorland. During the last ice age, Stac Pollaidh survived as a nunatak, an exposed rocky peak jutting out above a glacial ice sheet. While the landscape around it was completely buried, the very top of this mountain stayed above the freeze. The ice sheet acted like a massive belt sander, scouring the lower sections of the mountain, carving out smooth, steep sides. But because the crest sat above the ice, the sandstone remained exposed to harsh wind and freeze-thaw weathering, shattering it into jagged pinnacles. Even its name reflects the water that shaped the region. It originates from the Norse word Polla, meaning pool river, before its Gaelic adaptation. That geological history left Stac Pollaidh with a split personality, a highly walkable, smooth base that funnels hikers directly up into a treacherous, deteriorating ridge. Accessing that base requires navigating the remote infrastructure of the Scottish Highlands. The approach involves a 5-mile drive off the A835 on a narrow, single-track road. Drivers have to adhere to strict passing place etiquette just to reach the trailhead. Once there, hikers face a strict £6 parking fee at the recently expanded base lot. There are no short-stay ticket options available, meaning you pay for a full day even if the hike only takes 3 hours. That flat fee pays for necessity. Before the lot was expanded, visitors would park illegally along the single-track road, creating severe bottlenecks and safety hazards in an already remote area. From the parking lot, the physical toll is immediate. There is no flat approach. The trail immediately pitches upward, demanding a relentless 445-meter elevation gain straight out of the car. To combat the extreme foot traffic and resulting soil erosion, Scottish Natural Heritage, the government body responsible for Scotland's natural landscapes, constructed heavy, uneven stone steps that run straight up the slope. Grounded, the reputation of Stac Pollaidh as an easy tourist hill is entirely false. The mountain forces you to pay a steep logistical and physical toll before you even catch sight of the ridge. When you do reach the top, the environment changes completely. You enter an alien landscape of deeply eroded Torridonian sandstone. Torridonian sandstone is a type of ancient sedimentary rock found in northwest Scotland, known for its reddish color and high susceptibility to weathering. That weathering has sculpted distinct towering rock formations along the crest. Features like the Sphinx stand out against the skyline, while others, like the Lobster's Claw, have recently collapsed entirely due to natural erosion. The fragility of the rock is compounded by the severe volatility of the weather. The Assynt region is frequently battered by sudden high wind squalls that sweep in off cooling waters of the Atlantic without warning. Those fast-moving clouds create spectacular dappled light, making it a highly sought-after location for photographers. But that same dramatic weather drastically increases the physical danger for anyone standing on the crest. Wet sandstone offers very little friction. Even in the middle of summer, the combination of slip hazards and extreme wind chill means 4-season gear is an absolute requirement. Once you step off the stone path and onto the ridge, you become an exposed target at the mercy of highly localized, unpredictable microclimates. That exposure forces hikers to make a critical geographical choice. The ridge splits into 2 distinct options: the highly accessible eastern summit and the true western summit. The eastern summit requires a mild, brief scramble. There is no vertical exposure, making it entirely safe for the average hiker to navigate. This chart shows the risk-to-reward ratio. By staying on the eastern side, you secure 95% of the panoramic views while keeping your physical risk incredibly low. Reaching the western summit, the true 612-meter peak, requires crossing a notorious gap known as the Bad Step. Crossing the Bad Step demands strict hands-on rock climbing skills. You are suspended over severe vertical drops on both sides. In the high winds common to this ridge, a single slip here is fatal. The mountain forces you to weigh your ego against your safety. You have to decide if standing on the highest rock is worth risking your life for an extra 5% of the view. Stac Pollaidh remains the ultimate high-efficiency mountain, yielding incredible visuals for minimal time. But extracting that value requires a specific protocol based on your goals. If you are a road tripper passing through the North Coast 500, execute the circular loop trail and ascend only to the saddle. You will secure the massive views of the Inverpolly wilderness and get safely back to your car without taking on the summit risks. If you are a landscape photographer, the 3-hour round trip is a massive logistical advantage. You only need to start your hike 90 minutes before dawn or dusk to capture the peak golden hour light, eliminating the need to navigate technical terrain for hours in the dark. Bring a telephoto lens, a camera lens designed to heavily magnify distant subjects. You can use it to visually compress the distant peaks of Suilven and Cul Mor right up against the loch-filled foreground. If you are a hardcore scrambler aiming for the true summit, leave your ego at the car park. Only attempt the western traverse and the Bad Step if the wind conditions are dead calm and the rock is completely dry. The true brilliance of Stac Pollaidh is its modularity. You can extract exactly the experience you need from it, provided you respect the boundaries it sets.